bumming with Bob. Let's have a few brews. We'll have some fun with the bum wine crew. So kick your feet up and grab you a beer. 'Cause damn, man, I'm glad that you're here.
All right. This is Bumwine Bob. Welcome me to an all-new edition of Bumming with Bobcat. And happy Four Loko Friday, everybody, as we kick off your weekend here with an all-new edition of the podcast. This is Bumwine Bob. And joining me is Mr. Colt 45 himself is back here with me again. Roadhouse is here. How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing, buddy? Happy Four Loko Friday. And I'm excited to do another podcast with you.
Yeah, Four Loko Friday and 40 Friday. Don't forget that.
Yeah,
and
okay.
You can't. And why just do one when you could possibly combine the two? So I'm gonna crack open what I have here first. I'm gonna crack open my Four Loko here first, and this is the Warheads, the Sour Cosmic Punch. So I'm gonna crack this bad boy open now. Because this is actually only the second time I'm drinking this after we did it the first time on the podcast.
And, going back to that podcast talking about it, it's getting to that time of year where I want that Warhead. Because it was pretty cold outside. It just gives off that vibe that, it's party season, it's outdoor season. And that's what I liked about that Warhead flavor.
Yeah, there it is. Yes, it's not too overwhelming with the sour, which is good.
Right, I like that. Yeah. Well, I've got a Colt 45 as always, fits right in my hand. Works every time. I got to get the cap off it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. At the end of the day, that hit the spot.
There you go. Oh, there it is. That's what we're looking for. That's what the people want to hear.
That's right. I mean, we don't have a sound effects crew. What you hear is genuine.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting the real deal here.
No faking the funk.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's that Loko. You feel that Loko start going through the veins.
Start
feeling it coming through.
I'm kind of jealous now, but
well, I was debating because I had this one in the fridge. And I did have a can of USA in the fridge as well that I've been sitting on for a while. And I was like, well, which one do I want to do? And I decided, let me do the Warheads. I only did that one time. So I'll crack it open again just to see. I mean, after we went through the whole thing with the Four Loko USA redemption last year and that whole saga. So I was like, let me hold on to that maybe for later this month, creep it into 4th of July. Perfect time for the USA. There we go. There it is. Get that first one out. First burp of the podcast. So I said, let's do the Warheads and get that one off the table again.
If I'm not mistaken, this may be the first time we've done a podcast together where we're drinking something different. We've always had the same drink, reviewing it, or trying something new. Or
you might be right. It might be. I guess the only difference maybe was with the bourbon we had different, but did we have? I don't remember. Did we have something else with that? I don't remember if we.
I had Four Roses and you had Nose Mill.
Okay, and I can't remember. Did we drink something else too, or did we just do the bourbon that day? I don't remember. Because I was trying to think if we had something that was the same that day, or if we just did the bourbon. So that would probably be the only time that we did something different. We try to coordinate to stay on the same page.
Yeah, we do try to get, synchronized in one way or another.
And I couldn't decide on what I wanted to drink here today. So along with my Four Loko Warhead Sour Cosmic Punch, since we said before, it is 40 Friday as well, I had to bring along the 42-ounce Battle of the Booze champion, the Old English 800. Sadly, still the plastic bottles. waiting on that glass to, because you don't get that same. You can hear that plastic twist, but not that crisp glass. Yeah.
Yeah. I was cracking up just now thinking about when the plastic bottles first started hitting and you were doing a pod on it and you were doing the pros and cons of, plastic bottle versus glass bottles. You scrape up all that hard earned change out of the bottom of the couch or under the seat of your car, just enough to go in there and get you a 40 of Old English in a glass bottle just to walk outside and accidentally drop it.
Exactly. I said that's the only good thing about the plastic is that if you drop it, it's not going to break.
It's going to spring right back up.
It's going to it'll be right there. It'll be a little foamy, but you'll get through it. You can power through it. It's not seeing that glass shatter in front of you, because that's got to be the worst feeling. I don't think I've had that with a 40. I've had dropped like a 12 pack of beer by accident where they hits the ground and some of them crack, and break, but not in a 40 before. But that could be if you're carrying a whole bunch in a bag, you lose your grip for 1 second, it's down on the ground, and it's going to shatter. I mean, and you're going to be very upset.
Yeah, I've had them, the condensation in the brown paper bag, and go to pick it up to take a drink, and
if it's really wet there, it could slide right through that bag, depending on the quality of the paper bag you're getting at the establishment you purchased the 40 from.
Right, yeah. I've pulled them straight up, and luckily it stayed on the table, maybe just wobbled a bit. And, you can actually overreact and try to catch it and knock it over.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
There's so many variables what happens. But, when you talk about glass and taste, it's worth the risk.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough because we're waiting on the return of the glass, because I see more and more people keep saying that they found the glass. And I think it's mostly West Coast right now that have it out there. And what they did do, this was one I had from a month or two ago when we did the Battle of the Booze, the championship. I picked up 2 40s of Old English, and this one is still the 42-ounce Cold One Blue bottle. And I made a stop last week when I was picking up the Colt 45, and they switched them now. They're still the same bottles, but they just say 42 ounce. They don't have your little Cold One Blue indicator anymore on them. So they made like that minor change to the label, but can't quite push it to the glass yet everywhere. So they're doing it. It's official. It's happening. I just don't know what the delay is on getting all these productions to. I guess it depends on what factories, where they're producing it, and where it's coming from and being shipped to you, that they're not doing glass everywhere yet, but hopefully soon. Between the Old English and the Steel Reserve, those are the big two that should be making their way back to the glass bottles.
But one of the things that with the plastic bottles, and I won't ever know, that it looks like it has a bigger mouth on it.
It does. And that's why that one, you could definitely do that Cisco pour easily into it. Because like I said, I was a little worried when we were doing the Snoopy Special, and you knocked it out of the park with your pour of the Cisco in the Colt 45. If you haven't checked out the video that Roadhouse put up on his YouTube page, where you can see Roadhouse pour out that Cisco into the Colt 45 bottle, because with that small mouth, you got to be steady with it.
Yeah, I almost messed up. I had a little slip. It didn't make the mess that it could have been. No,
it could have been worse, and that's why I was like, do I try to do it? I mean, if you got to keep it steady, that's why I said I'll take out a funnel. I'll be that guy. I'll break out the rubber funnel to do it, and it worked. It worked out perfectly. Yeah. Both of us were very, very pleasantly surprised with how the Snoopy Special turned out, and with the Coke 45 killing the bite of the Cisco just enough, because both of us drank that 40. That was pretty much, we had one drink before each, drank the 40 of the Coke 45 with the Cisco in it, and woke up the next day not feeling like total crap. Not 100% at all, but not the hangover that you thought you would get from Cisco.
Right.
So as we were drinking it, said that the Colt 45 and the Cisco mixed together killed down on that bite of the Cisco just enough that you knew you were still drinking Cisco, but not hating yourself, thinking that the next day you're going to be unproductive. You'll still, like I said, I said it took me a few hours. It took me till like lunchtime to get back at 100%. But I'd say I was probably around 75, 80% functioning that day. Not one of those near-death hangovers, throwing up, headache, nausea. So I think the Colt 45 does its part of killing it with the Snoopy Special.
Yeah, I agree. I woke up that morning. I knew I'd been drinking the night before. I wasn't feeling bad to where I wanted to just stay in bed, but I didn't want to get out of bed either. I just kind of laid there, got on with my day. And same with you. It was 1 o'clock or around that time where I had a little bit more pep in my step. But I think the next day after that, it carried with me for about 2 days of the just, still recovering.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
But I'm ready to do it again.
I know. After doing it and drinking it and knowing how it turned out, it's like, damn, I want to do this again. I'm like, this is not a bad idea. This is not a bad concoction. After we did I've talked about it many times. After we did the Mad Mosa special with MD 2020, the Orange Jubilee, and the champagne, and then I added in extra beverages too, which was the bad choice.
Yeah,
that was the bad hangover. That was one of those 2-day lingering, you feel like shit, bad decisions.
The champagne part, I think, is what put it on us, because it definitely wasn't the MD 2020. Because
no, not at all.
Not at all. I think, but now the next ponder is, what is going to be our next concoction?
Well, that's what I was thinking about, and after how well received the Snoopy Special was, I was like, I want to do what Cactus Matt said and do the Old English 800 and the Strawberry Cisco. I was like, I'm going to do it. But then I went back, I listened to what I said. I said, I want to wait till the glass is back to do the Strawberry Cisco and the Old English. Because as we said during the previous podcast, you have to be careful with your Cisco intake of just rationing it, because you don't know how much more is out there. It's tough enough to find this as it is, and when you do, you have to stock up and hold on to it, save it for a special occasion. So I don't want to waste it, keep it for the right time, and I want to wait for that glass bottle to come back again. So I thought, well, what other concoction can I come up with a 40 and a drink? And if you haven't realized it by now, after cracking open this Four Loko Warheads Sour Cosmic Punch, and then cracking open a 42-ounce Old English 800, what do you think we're going to try? What do you think I'm going to try here?
Oh no! Yeah, okay. I'm on board with you.
So I pretty much did similar to what we were saying. I drank some of the Four Loko. I got the Old English 800 to just about almost at the label. So, and I could have sworn I've seen people post about this, or somebody brought it up before, about mixing a Four Loko and a 40 together. Don't know which flavors it was. I'd have to go back and look. But I was like, you know what? Screw it. It's Four Loko 40 Friday. Why not put the two together and see what happens? Because if it turns out like shit, I'm not out anything. I can go pick up another Four Loko. I can pick up another 40 of Old English somewhere. It's not like wasting a bottle of Cisco and then realizing, well, crap, I have no more left. And can I find any more?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to pour in a little Warheads Sour Cosmic Punch into this Old English. See, can we recreate the Snoopy Special magic here with Four Loko? Can Four Loko really be added to anything? Because have you seen these videos that people have of cooking with Four Loko? Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know if people are actually eating this stuff when they show the videos of it. I mean, I'd be willing to try it. And they're like, oh, hey, you didn't finish your Four Loko chicken or something. They show them in the pan,
I've seen the guy
frying a chicken and pouring it in a Four Loko.
I've seen the guy take a hot dog off the grill, put it on the bun, and then pour Four Loko all the way down it. And then some of it, yeah,
cooking with Four Loko. That seems to be a hot topic these days. So we're not going to that level yet. Maybe we'll see. Maybe this summer, maybe we'll break out that. But
maybe I'll break out a Four Loko and watch my Saturday morning cartoons with my breakfast cereal.
Yeah, exactly. You pour it in there, pour it in your bowl, put a little cornflakes in there, and you're good to go. So here we go. I'm going to pour in this steady hand here. See, this is where that wide mouth really comes in handy here. All right, there we go. All right. Oh, I went just about to the right level, letting the foam and the head there settle a little bit.
Yeah, how did it react?
It came up there. It was starting to really foam up because we talked about this briefly and said we're worried about the carbonation factor of it with the Four Loko. So just waiting for it to settle, because I don't know, because when we said with the Snoopy Special, we didn't have to do any type of mixing or shaking with it. It blended perfectly with it. So I want to see, without touching it, if the Four Loko has the same effect on this.
So while that's settling down, I'm going to bring up a conversation we had there yesterday, the day before, and I suggested, or we can do a Four Loko and the Cisco and maybe call it the Kamikaze Special. And your response was classic. Oh God, no. That one would be sugar overload.
Oh yeah. Between the two of those together,
yes,
you know for sure that's going to be a nasty hangover the next day.
That could be epic.
It could be good. You don't know. It could be good.
Oh, why couldn't this stuff be more available?
I know. That's why I just hoping that the Cisco could just make its way back somehow, some way. Just find some warehouse stocked of it that somebody forgot about, pallets of it, just sitting there, and just send them over to us. Bring them out, let everybody enjoy it. Because after posting all these pictures over the last week or so of the Colt 45 and the Cisco, and talking about it, people go and say, "Oh, the liquid crack," and bringing like, "Oh man, how are you doing this?" and bringing out so many memories, blackout in a bottle, so many memories I don't remember. Yeah. I mean, it's the memories that just get brought up when people see the picture of it, and no, it's probably going to be a bad memory, but would they go back and try it again? Probably.
When I posted, my favorite comment was, "We're not 18 anymore."
Yeah. That was the good one right after.
That one still goes. And I seen that person later on in the week, and they're like, "Well, you're visiting me. I'm not coming to see you in the hospital."
Yeah, I survived. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. People don't have no faith in me.
You have to remember, we are seasoned, dedicated drinkers here. We know what we're doing. Don't try this at home. This the podcast that comes with the warning label, as you said last time.
We train on a daily.
Exactly. And this is pretty much settled here. I'm not going to shake it. I'm not going to move it. I'm going to give this bad boy a shot now. See how we get the Four Loko 40 Friday special here with the Old English 800. So cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. And that's not bad either. That's pretty good.
Okay.
It's another one that cuts down on the sour flavor a lot. While I said the sour Cosmic Punch isn't way too overpowering with the sour, it does still have a strong sour taste to it. But you pour that in the Old English, and you get that little hint of the Warheads, but the Old English really helps dilute it a bit.
Okay. Interesting. Now.
Yeah, no, that's definitely that's pretty damn good. Yeah, I mean, essentially, it's just another brass monkey, just using a Four Loko instead.
Nice. Four Loko goes with everything to this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably about. I didn't drink too much of the can before. I had a few sips here and there before I cracked open the 40 and poured in. So it's probably about half. Probably took about half the can into the 40, maybe a little less than half the can. There we go. But no, definitely not bad. I mean, is it something that I think people would be clamoring to do? Probably not. I don't see any reason why you would want to. I mean, unless you want to really get that buzz quick with the Four Loko and don't like the taste of a Four Loko and want to dilute it just enough, then you drink your 40. I mean, you could drink your 40 down even more than what I did to the label.
Yeah.
Go about halfway through it and then pour in pretty much almost a whole can. And maybe you do it that way. Yeah.
I definitely want to try it now.
Yeah, I think maybe next time that would be the way to do it, would be going about halfway down the 40 and then just take a few sips out of the Four Loko before and then pour the rest of it in there and see what you get. So it's kind of the 20, you're pretty much drinking the whole, say about 20 ounces of the Four Loko, and then the rest is just your 40 that's left.
See, I want a USA now.
Well, you know what we got to do next time then? It'll be the USA challenge.
USA or a gold on gold.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gold on gold, yeah. Our options are endless with all the flavors.
Exactly. See, that's what the Four Loko has going for it, is that you can get all these different varieties. They're readily available out there, so you can mix and match what you want with it. So, I mean, give it a try. See what happens.
I will. I always make comments on Four Loko's Instagram post. So when are we going to get a banana flavor? Like a dirty banana.
Yeah.
Oh,
but still nothing. They haven't responded to that yet. I know.
Yeah. What was it back in St. Patrick's Day? Or no, it was They had a pumpkin spice flavor they teased us with.
Oh, right, right.
That's what it was. But there was a shamrock one, wasn't it? They always do something seasonal.
I don't think they actually. I don't know if they actually came out with anything. I know that they always tease it. They always say that they're going to, but it's never. Is it true? Shake. Yeah, it's like, is it true or is it fake? Like when they came out with Four Loko hemp, it was like, oh, is this fake? Is this real? And I was like, no, this is real. I had it.
Yeah,
it wasn't very good, but it did exist.
Yeah, that's for all your vegans out there.
Yeah. If you like drinking dirt, then sure, have a Four Loko hemp.
Fresh lawn clippings.
Yeah, you can use that for your cooking.
Boil your rice in
it. Yeah, there you go.
Make your oatmeal in it.
Hey, you want to get your day started the right way? Put your little Four Loko hemp in your oatmeal, and you're good to go.
Yeah, you're good. No THC. You won't get tested.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. You have a little buzz, but you'll be okay.
Glad that went away as quick as it came in.
Yeah, I guess they're not re-releasing that anymore. I guess.
Yeah, it didn't make it to me, so I never got the chance to turn it down.
No, that was one of those ones that I found it in one spot and I saw it, and did I want to try it? Not really, but I was like, I have to do it. I have to just try it for the hell of it, just to see.
For science.
Exactly. We do all this for science here. And even our good buddy Dennis recently posted on the website. He tried out the Sunny D vodka seltzer that recently came out. And I think he gave that a 3.6 out of 5 or something like that. And
stellar.
And somebody commented on the post on Twitter and said, you could pick up like a pack of regular Sunny Delights and then some cheap ass vodka for like $8 and mix this yourself for a cheaper price than it is for a 4-pack of it. And Dennis said it was for science. You have to give it a try and try it out just to see how it is. See, it's like, but I picked this up again. Maybe not, but we do it all for science here, people.
It is. I mean, we take the risks so you don't have to, or we take the risk so you can.
Exactly.
We'll get the trial and error out of the way, give you an honest review of what we think, and then you can move forward from there. We'll do all the pain and suffering, but in the long run, we still get a good buzz.
Exactly. I'm going through now, seeing on the Four Loko site of what flavors are still out there, because Four Loko always does. They do a lot of rotating with the newer flavors, but a lot of the older ones always stay out there. Because I was going through here now, and you have your Innovation Series, which has the Warheads Sour Cosmic Punch and the Four Loko USA. And then you have your sour flavors, the sour melon, the blue raspberry, the sour apple, sour grape, and then the sour 12-pack variety, which I don't think they're making those anymore because that had the seltzers in them.
Right.
Which they don't have listed on the site anymore. So I don't think they're making those Four Loko hard seltzers anymore. I think those are more of another experiment of saying the seltzers are the fad, and we're gonna jump in just to kind of mess with people.
Right.
Because it was like, who really wanted a 12% Four Loko seltzer? I don't think anybody was asking for that. I tried them, and it was not worth it. I mean, the people who want to drink a hard seltzer are going to drink the White Claws and the Trulies and that 4 or 5% seltzers. They're not going to be grabbing. The Four Loko audience isn't going to be grabbing a hard seltzer.
I was sitting here on their site going through, looking at the pre-games, and I forgot. I knew it existed, but I forgot. But they have the pre-game USA.
Yeah, that's the newest one. I think that only came out a few months ago. I would love to try. I haven't seen that one. Haven't tried it. The pre-games are very hard to come by over here. The Loko USA pregame and the Wicked Tea pregame are the only two I haven't found or tried yet. So that's definitely on the list of seeing how that USA pregame is compared to the regular Loko USA.
I've only found pregame in one place, and that was Family Dollar. I've looked for this everywhere, leading up to when you were doing your last summer, your golf scramble.
Yeah.
And I actually had popped into a Family Dollar because I left my glasses at home. So I was going to just go in there and grab a pair of readers real quick. And I went flying through the store looking for readers. And I walked past the cooler and I hit the brakes and I backed up and I looked. I said, holy shit.
There it is.
There it is. There's pregame. So, I reached there and bought every one they had on the shelf. Fuck the next guy.
Yeah. I want these. They're for me. Too bad. You wait for the next shipment to come in.
Right. So I went back later and I only went back to that same store one other time and they didn't have any. So I think it's about time to run back in there and look.
Maybe they stocked up. Maybe they have the Loko USA. I know when I picked up the pre-games originally was when I was down in North Carolina. I picked up the blue raspberry, the sour peach, the apple, the lemonade, and I think that's it. I don't think I didn't have the grape either. The grape, the Wicked Tea, and the Loko USA. Yeah, that sounds like it could be good. Like if it's like they say nobody throws a tea party like Four Loko. What does that mean? I don't know. But I want to think of it as like a sweet tea flavor. That's what I'm picturing in my head with it. Is it like that? Probably not. But maybe.
But we could mix the Wicked Tea with the lemonade and have this little Arnold Palmer on
exactly.
crack.
That's what I'm thinking too. Is that because I know there's only one or two places around me now that have had the pre-games, but they only had like the blue raspberry and the peach and the lemonade, I think. So still waiting to try out the other ones. I'm sure that sour grape is not very good. Most sour grape things are not. A bunch of sour grapes pre-game style. And then the Loko USA. We, the people of Four Loko, bring you a new, delicious, sour white cherry flavor dripped out in red, white, and blue. Four Loko USA is like a bald eagle driving a monster truck of fireworks, jumping a shark after winning gold in a hot dog eating contest.
That's right.
That's USA right there. USA all the way. Cheers.
I would definitely try that. And then I'd probably would go as far as to mix the USA with the blue raspberry, and I would name that thing John Daly. Actually, that would probably be good. That sour cherry and the blue raspberry would probably be a good combo with it. Yeah. I'm just looking. I'm still stuck on Four Loko's webpage.
Yeah, because I'm going through the rest of the stuff there, and they have their core flavors as well. The electric lemonade, the red, the black, the gold, fruit punch, watermelon, peach, strawberry lemonade, and grape.
Yeah.
So there are a bunch on here that aren't here anymore. There was the Four Loko, the Frost, and the Blaze that they had That was back in 2017. So there's a lot of different ones that don't exist anymore.
I've never had the black, and I've never seen it in person. Gold was always my go-to, either that or watermelon, and the strawberry lemonade. Those are kind of like my grabs a lot of time. But some of these, like the fruit punch, I've had it, but it's not my grab.
No, a lot of them is you had it to try it out and see how it was, but it's not one you're going to go back for.
Yeah. Sour apple and blue raz, both those sour flavors, I like pretty good. 12-ounce cans.
Yeah, those are only in that variety pack that they had, and I don't know if that's still out anymore. I used to see it around, and that's the only place you could get the 12-ounce cans was in that variety pack.
Okay. Well, that'd be worth buying.
With that, if you see it, yeah, because that was actually one that we did. I did with Pete and Carlin of the grocery gamblers. I guess that was last year at some point.
Yeah.
Pete had found the variety pack on discount at the grocery outlet for like it was like $5 or $6 for the sour 12 pack. And I'm like, dude, as much as you don't want to drink Four Loko or you hate it,
but
I'm like for
$5,
I'm like for like money. Yeah, I'm like for that much, you got to do it. So he picked it up, and him and Carlin both picked out one, and then I picked up on my end. I think I had the sour blue raspberry, which I ended up just picking up the regular tall boy can of, and drank it with them. Because I think they did the apple and the seltzer out of it. Because I was like, when he sent me the picture and it was like discounted for like $6, I'm like, dude.
So
just get it.
You know, we're always talking about budget drinking, bang for the buck, this and that. And if I hated Four Loko, just say if I hated it, and I seen a 12-pack of 12-ounce cans with the average of 12% to 14% ABV for $5 or $6, I don't give a shit how bad I hate it. I'd still buy it.
You got to do it.
Yes. And, you know, back then, then you mix it with a 40, and you mix it with.
You find a way to make it work. That's it. It's like for the price of what you're paying for it.
Yeah, buy a 2-liter Mountain Dew and mix it like that, or power through it, but you're going to get that buzz. That's right. What we're all out.
Exactly, because you're looking at you're between 12 and 14% ABV.
Right.
For a can of it. And if it's the 12-ounce can or the 24-ounce or 23.9 or whatever they call this, it will get you that buzz. And if you want to kill the taste a little bit in the 40, go for it. Because remember, you're killing the taste, but you're still getting the other alcohol from the 40 you're pouring it into. So it's not like you're losing too much of it.
There's so many cheats that you can do to make it taste better. You can mix it with another drink. You can open a pack of Kool-Aid up and dunk down in it. Whatever, change the flavor a little bit. If you hate it, it's that bad. Mm-hmm. But I would get by and get that buzz.
And that's what it's the best bang for the buck. It's getting the buzz. Yeah. That's what it comes down to here, and that's what we try to preach that, and telling people that it's the best of the worst in cheap booze here, and it's not necessarily as cheap in price, but not in quality.
Right.
So you find what works best for you.
And we're not being frugal. I mean, these are our roots. When we was young and trying to make it on our own on a minimum wage job, and you scraped and scraped and scraped to get that 12-pack of Bud Ice, or you didn't get that much together, then you got a bottle of Thunderbird. If you had a little bit more, you get it's what we could get the most bang for on a Friday night with a handful of change we had left over after paying bills. And that kind of stuck with me all throughout my adult life. I've saved a lot of money over time, but at the same time, I probably wasted a lot too. Because
Yeah.
I made I've got really messed up on this cheap booze. I made a lot of bad decisions.
Yeah, I think we can all say we've all made some bad decisions down the line that
Pros and cons.
Exactly. But when it came to the booze side, we made the right decisions of this here.
Yeah, I didn't have the guilt of why did I spend that much money on this bottle of Hypnotic or whatever the guys were drinking that was big in the 90s, what was some of those other dumb things that people but they were just like ridiculous price because they were fad drinks.
Exactly. Right. It's the same thing now as anybody with the seltzers and the White Claws.
Yeah.
And stuff. And it's like, look, you're paying, 12, 14, $15 for a 12 pack. And it's like, look, you could have had a Four Loko Warheads Sour Cosmic Punch and a 40 here for about $5-6 out the door for it. So you make your choice.
Yeah. I think we're getting the message across real good over the course of the last, what are you doing, 8 years now?
Yeah.
What did you tell me that one day that you're doing the Lord's work?
Yeah. Hey, I am the Reverend. I am the.
Yes, sir.
It's official. I mean, I got the paperwork to prove it. I am an officiant of the high life. So
that's amazing.
Everybody has their calling, right?
Yeah. And you just got to walk in the line of your calling.
Yeah.
Spread the good word. It's what we do, buddy.
Yeah.
right here on the pod, week after week, spreading the good word.
That's it. That's what we do here. We're spreading the good word of the best of the worst in cheap booze here and testing out new concoctions. If you haven't had a chance, go back and listen to the Snoopy Special podcast when Roadhouse and myself cracked open the Cisco Berry and the Colt 45 for an award-winning concoction. And now this week, mixing up the Four Loko Warheads Sour Cosmic Punch and the Old English 800. Not bad at all. Not bad. Is it at the Snoopy Special levels? Not quite. I can't give it the same credit as I did for that one. But if you needed something in a pinch you wanted to mix up,
yeah,
the Four Loko 40 Friday concoction would definitely get you through the evening
for the win.
Yeah, it'll get you there. It'll get you the buzz. It'll get you where you want to go, and that in the end, that's what you want. So definitely, right. If you're curious, pick one up, try it out, or as we were saying before, go on that Four Loko website. There's a wide variety of flavors. You can pick and choose which one you want to try out with your favorite 40. If it's not an Old English, a Colt 45, a King Cobra, a Steel Reserve.
Yeah.
You name it, a Mickey's, whatever is your go-to 40. Pick out a flavor of Four Loko, pour it in there, and see. Because as much as we would love to do Snoopy specials all the time with the Cisco, it can't happen these days. That if it was still out there, if this was 10 years ago and Cisco was readily available out there, you could go all out and just pick up a different bottle of Cisco every week.
Right.
Try them out. But you got to conserve, people. You have to hold on to onto the liquid crack and the rest of the good stuff there, because you never know, once you finish that one bottle,
yes,
you could get lucky. You could go to a store and find it there covered in dust on the bottom shelf, or you could be searching for the next 10 years trying to find the next one. So just keep that in mind when you're out there.
Yep. That's I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. We're doing the good work.
Yep. Spreading the good word. The
Spreading
best
the
of the
good
worst in cheap booze.
40s, malt liquors.
40s, bum wine beers, 40s malt liquor, Four Loko 40 Friday, right here for you on this week's podcast. Roadhouse, have anything else you want to tell the people out there this week?
Just have a good weekend. Enjoy your summer. Keep in touch. If you got any concoctions that come to mind, Bumwine Bob, Roadhouse 71, just make a mention, and we'll definitely try it. Give us some recommendations.
There you have it. Roadhouse telling you, get out there, get searching, get those concoctions on tap. Let us know what you're drinking out there. If you try these out, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you say. So don't forget to check out the website at bumwinebob.com. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.
I need a beer.